Chelsea Football Club are about to mess up Andrey Santos and he will be leaving the club. Strike 2. You've had 1 strike, you've had the 2nd strike, strike 3, and I promise you, Andrey Santos will not be a Chelsea player come September. Enzo Maresca decided to experiment. He decided to change things. He decided to put Cole Palmer on the right, 3-man midfield. He left 3 midfielders on the bench. Reece James went into the midfield and we're going to break it down. Flamengo 3, Chelsea 1. I respect Flamengo. I have a lot of respect for that club. I'm going to praise him. I'm not going to use our nonchalant, lethargic performance to belittle them, to disrespect them. The Club World Cup matters. I've said it from the very beginning. I'm going to reiterate it again. You're there, you need to win it. It's the Chelsea way. We're going to break it down. Normally, I give you the good, I give you the bad, and I give you the downright ugly. Today, I'm going to try something different. Maresca tried new tactics. I'm going to try a new format. Why not? We didn't like his tactics. Guess what? You might love my new format. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about the team selection. Then we're going to go into the players and the problem that we have with this new formation that we're using because Maresca being spineless. Furthermore, we're going to talk about the issue with Reece James and Gusto, how we're going to deal with it. Nicholas Jackson and what are we going to do with him. And finally, a lot of players are moving like they're not bothered. They come on for 10-15 minutes and they're walking around like they have already won a Ballon d'Or. And we need to talk about that because this is something that will run into the next season. Just because you make top 4 don't mean you've achieved any. First of all, I am not here saying Enzo Maresca out because I can't believe 1 game is a referendum on the manager. This club, right, was built on success where we changed managers because we were winning league. It's a different club now. It really is. We've got a new ownership group, we've got new targets, and honestly, we have new standards. Maresca has been the 3rd appointment that they've made permanently. Potter, Pochettino, and Maresca. Maresca's the best one yet. So, I like him. But, I will tell you this. When he's wrong, I'm going to call it out. So before we get started, number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, subscribe to the channel. And number 3, I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So a lot of people might not like some stuff, and a lot of people won't like that I'm not explosive right now, man. I'm actually a little bit measured. You come here for content that is easily digestible, concise, and most importantly, non-reactionary. Let's get into it. Let's break it down. Let's keep it cracking. Chelsea Football Club were playing against Flamengo. We lost 3-1. We were winning the first half. We done really well. Second half till the 60th minute. And then everything capitulated like we've seen before. Mentally, this team is weak. I can't deny it. I can't lie to you. We're not going to talk about it like it's something new. It's something we all know. This team, when things go wrong, they go wrong. They crumble. We have biscuit hands. Kepa syndrome, I call it. You know that one? Where something hits and all of a sudden everything around it just collapses and we have to restart. The problem is Maresca wanted to fix something. He wanted to do something different. All last year, people were saying, put Palmer on the right. We are going to fix more things. Palmer is a right winger. Have a fullback. Have a 3-man midfield. Enzo obliged. He gave us that 3-man midfield. What he gave us is Malo Gusto was right back. We had a midfield 3 of Caicedo, Enzo, and the Reece James, Palmer on the right. Okay, brilliant. We're going to experiment. Look, if you can't experiment in the Club World Cup, then you're never going to be able to experiment. The reality is you need to learn what you're going to do for the upcoming season, and from there onwards, we'll move forward and we will learn. The problem for me is it's very disrespectful to play a right back in centre midfield because what you're doing essentially is you're saying Reece James is better than Andrey Santos, he's better than Romeo Lavia, and he's better than Asugu at their primary job, when in reality, he's a right back. He's not good in the midfield. Reece is a phenomenal footballer. I love Reece James. I think Reece James is one of our best players. Reece James at right back is world class. Reece James in midfield is mediocre at best. Reece James in midfield isn't mobile. Reece James in midfield doesn't have the tenacity in the crunching tackles. He doesn't have the passing range, nor does he have the quick thinking to play the midfield role. He is a right back. He sees what's in front of him and he exploits it. Occasionally he can invert, and when you're inverting, it's completely different to playing in that role. And for me, he experimented, he got it wrong, and he said he got it basically wrong. Because he said, look, we tried something different, and when we tried something different, Reece played well for 60 minutes. That's not true. He said, but in the future, Isugu and Santos will be given more opportunities. And for me, that's the first sign of acknowledgement that you've done something something wrong, because you're saying they will be given opportunities in the future. But we need to talk about the real pressing issue here. For those of you that watch this channel, you know I'm very high on Joao Felix, right? You know I think he's a great footballer. I'm even higher on Andrey Santos. I think Andrey Santos is special. I really do. I think Andrey Santos has the capacity to be the best midfielder in the world one day. And Andrey Santos now most probably starts at a Bayern Munich, most probably starts at a PSG. And we would be saying, why don't we have a midfielder of that caliber? However, what we're seeing is Enzo has not given an opportunity in 2 games. And for me, this is a problem. And why do I say this is a problem? We know Bayern Munich and PSG are sniffing around. Other clubs around Europe are sniffing around. If you do not make him feel special, if you do not give him opportunities, if you do not give him what he requires, what's going to happen is he's going to hand in a transfer request and he's going to want to leave, because he's not going to settle for sitting behind Enzo, Caicedo and Lavia. And now Reece James. I explained to you, what Reece does in the midfield is not good for Chelsea. He's a right back. Play him at right back. Play Palmer on the right wing. And then you have a midfield trio of 1 of 5. Asugu, Caicedo, Enzo, Lavia, and Santos. You have an array of selections there. One gets injured, you still have 4. You literally could freshen up. Enzo was blowing yesterday. Enzo yesterday was absolutely shattered. He didn't bring on Andrey Santos. Do you not see an issue there? Like, for me, if I'm Santos and I'm his agent, I'm saying, what are we doing here? We're arguably going to be one of the hottest prospects in midfield. Our stock couldn't be higher. Why are we not coming on? There was no passion. There was no desire. And for me, when you don't use him, you're going to lose him. And what I need to talk about is Gusto. Because if you're sacrificing Reece James, right, at right back because you want to include Gusto, we have a problem. Gusto's a great footballer and we're all down on him because he's had a bad season. However, Gusto is not of the caliber of Reece James. And if it means I have to sacrifice and sell Gusto to include Andrey Santos in that midfield, do it. The 2 goals Flamengo scored came from Gusto's side. And the reason they came from his side is because Gusto falls asleep at his back post. Gusto does not track his man. Gusto does not win headers. Gusto chooses when he's going to defend or not. That back stick, right, needs to be him. He reminds me of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, where Wan-Bissaka for Man United always used to get caught on the back stick. And in this case, Gusto gets caught. And we need Gusto to step up, and I need Maresca to remove this favoritism. He's got a core bunch of players that he trusts. And those 14, 15 will play no matter what. If it means he'll play Gusto at left back, he'll do it. If it means James plays in the midfield, he'll do it. If it means he will take Chalobah and put it to right back just in case so Tosin can get more minutes, he will do it. And for you to break in there needs to be injury, or you need to do something outlandish. Problem is he doesn't give opportunities for others to do something outlandish. Why was Tariq George not playing? You said you love Joshua Chempong. Why is he not playing? By the way, this is nowhere me saying I'm Maresca out. This is just me calling him out. Now, we need to get on to the other problem. Nicholas Jackson at Chelsea Football Club, his time is running thin. I like Nicholas Jackson. What do I like about him? He's strong, he's good on the ball, techie. When he can hold off defenders. For his size, he's blatantly very strong and it doesn't make any sense. Yet, Jackson lacks in 2 areas of his game. He can't finish to save his life, can't header, and the third one, that just came to me is, he's rash. He's easily rattled. He's absolutely got his ears to the street. He listens to everything, he hears everything, and his emotion is not controlled. And I'm going to explain to you. When Jackson first came, I remember when Poch was the manager, there was a game where we played poorly. Jackson was ready to beat someone in the Stamford Bridge faithful. He was arguing with them because they were calling him out. He was shouting at them. Then Jackson got rattled. Then Jackson had a whole strop for a period, wasn't scoring enough goals. And what ended up happening was, slowly but surely, Poch got him out of that rut. He scored a decent amount of goals, but he was missing a lot of chances. Maresca came in. Jackson was on fire. Then Jackson went into his barren spell and you could see the shoulders were shrugged, that confidence was gone, he was rushing everything, he was overthinking anything, and sometimes he looks like Bambi or not. He literally you don't know what's going to happen next. So what did Chelsea do? We've acquired Liam Delap. And yesterday was the prime example of what competition does to certain people. Certain men see competition say, you know what, I'm better than him. I'm going to step up. Jackson saw it and became rash. That tackle was a lazy tackle. It was a stupid tackle. And the worst part of it was over eagerness. And then he comes out with an apology. Certain men come out with apologies and everyone's like, hey, listen, accept it. Why? I don't want your apologies. I really don't. I'm consistent on this. When we lose, I don't want a message saying, guys, sorry we lost. You're not sorry that we lost. You should care more than I care. I support Chelsea. You play for Chelsea. You get paid by Chelsea. You're a professional footballer. You know, I'm most probably ill. The reason I say I'm ill is because something that I can't control can impact my weekend. Chelsea lose, mum's life, it impacts my whole weekend. I am angry. I'm absolutely bitter. Little things will trigger me. If you're a footballer that plays for this club and you're a professional, how does it not trigger you the way it triggers me? And for me, Jackson is not bothered. He's king of not bothered. You know, like he just, let me just do this. He's sulking. This is him sulking. He is actively sulking right now that we signed a replacement. For me, it is a very simple solution. Go and sell Jackson ASAP. If we get an offer for 40, 50 million pounds, sell him. I don't care. His finishing is not worth it. The drama you get with him off the pitch in the sense that he's always sulking, he's unhappy, he looks like he's the poorest man on this planet, he looks like his rent's due and he can't pay it. He is always grumpy. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know what? We could easily, you have the lap, go and get someone else. Go and get a Samu. Go and get an Ollie Watkins. I'll put up with that. I don't want to put up with Nicholas Jackson anymore. It's not worth the squeeze. The effort it takes to make orange juice, yeah? You're squeezing the orange. You're absolutely using all that energy. It's not worth that one sip. It really isn't. And in this case, all this patience with Jackson, bro, it's not worth it. Sell him. Genuinely. Now the attitude, right? And this attitude that I got yesterday was from the fans and I got from the players. And it made me sick. I like the Club World Cup. I want to win the Club World Cup. Not for the money. I want it because I want that badge. 4 years of me talking smoke saying we're world champions. Broski, I will be doing it. What I don't like is when it suits the narrative, oh, you know what? We're doing really well. Oh, the Club World Cup's important. You lose a game. Oh, Maresca out. This is unacceptable. We need a new manager. This is a pre-season tournament. Why do we care so much? And all the narratives are flowing left, right, and center. And that's only from the fan base. Yesterday, Noni Madueke came on, right? And the difference between Noni Madueke and Neto, I know why Maresca likes Neto and most probably wants to sell Noni. Or would sell Noni if he had to. Because Noni walks around like the world owes him something. There is no way. You're energetic. You're fresh off the bench. We're down to 10. You need to galvanize up. You need to have a moment of brilliance. He is not bothered. Like, he genuinely is not bothered. And that can go for many players. Palmer as well. Just moving like he's not bothered. And this is where it falls back on the manager. And the reason I say this is because we're playing in heat. We're playing in a competition that maybe some of these players don't want to be there. And I can't believe they don't want to be there. It blows my mind. You know, it's an opportunity to be a world champion. Maybe this is where you rotate. And this is where you play Dario Asu. And you play Santos. And you play a Tyreek George. Maybe because the teams, the individual brilliance might drop, but the determination and the point to prove something is there. But yet we didn't do that. Yet we absolutely still rinse the same players. And now we need to go into the final game. And guess what's going to happen in that final game? No Nicholas Jackson. Guiu's going to get an opportunity. And I promise you now, Guiu's going to be a lot more active than Nicholas Jackson was. He is going to be a lot more energetic. He's going to be a lot more happy to be on that pitch and willing to prove himself. And for me, this stinks. This absolutely stinks. We lost. It's not the end of the world. Congratulations to Flamengo. Because you need to be gracious in defeat as you are in victory. And we need to tell them they beat us. They beat us up in that second half and they deserve the victory. However, I'm not happy. I'm not. It is what it is. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It was a little bit of a rambling one today. I hope you made it this far. Peace out. I'm out.